Jesus has not fulfilled all he came to fulfill. The law and the prophets are not fulfilled. In his own words, Matthew 5:17-18, the tiniest detail of Torah will not pass away until everything he has to do is done, and heaven and earth are literally destroyed. Here's what most people miss. When we examine scripture through proper hermeneutics, we discover Jesus has only fulfilled the spring feasts of Torah so far. Passover through his crucifixion, unleavened bread through his sinless life, and first fruits through his resurrection. But the fall feasts remain unfulfilled prophecies. The Feast of Trumpets points to his second coming when the trumpet sounds. The Day of Atonement represents his role as high priest making final atonement for Israel. The Feast of Tabernacles symbolizes his millennial reign when he dwells with his people. Beyond the feasts, multiple prophecies await fulfillment. Isaiah 9:6-7 speaks of his government and peace without end. Zechariah 14:9 declares, "He will be king over all the earth." Daniel 2:44 prophesies, "His kingdom that will never be destroyed." Ezekiel 37:24-28 describes Messiah as one of King David's descendants, ruling over a united Israel forever. The regathering of Israel from all nations, as described in Deuteronomy 33-4, is still unfolding. The wolf dwelling with the lamb from Isaiah 11:6 hasn't happened. The knowledge of the Lord covering the earth like waters cover the sea, from Isaiah 11:9, remains future. Jesus himself said in Matthew 24:29-30, he would return with power and glory. In Acts 1:11, angels promised he would return the same way he ascended. Here's the key insight. Heaven and earth won't pass away but be renewed. His mention of this must then be metaphoric to the eternal nature of the Father's kingdom law. Look at Revelation 21:1. It speaks of a new heaven and new earth, but the chapter only details heaven and earth not being in their current form and the seas drying up. 2 Peter 3:13 confirms this renewal according to his promise. Isaiah 65:17 and 66:22 support this transformation rather than destruction. Since heaven and earth remain and will be renewed rather than destroyed, and Jesus said the tiniest detail of Torah would not pass, until heaven and earth do. But they never will. We can trust it will happen exactly as Scripture declares.